In the beginning, all is water. That is how you start if you try to play this kind of Superflat world in survival Minecraft. The bonus chest doesn't generate, the water is 90 meters deep, the only blocks are gravel, dirt, stone, and deep slate. No wood, no structures. Only water. How many things I can do before the 200 days end? How far can I go? How much progress can I make in this world? Can I achieve something meaningful? Can I build something beautiful? So here's the challenge, guys. If the 200 days ended and I still did not obtain a sapling for a wood source or iron for a bucket, I will end the video no matter what. No matter how incomplete or unsatisfied I am in this world. It doesn't matter if I can make it or not. I will still do it whatsoever. I must gamble my chances because none of this is guaranteed and highly dependent on luck. It is possible to spend forever and not get anything in return. It is basically gambling. The first challenge that you will encounter is making a spawning platform that is safe, functional, and efficient. But how would you do that without wood for trapdoors and a water bucket? And you do not have slabs to prevent mobs from spawning in unwanted places. But that is solved easily if you use strings that you got from the spiders. You are going to wait for the traders to spawn to buy saplings for him. And he can also sell a bucket of fish. Basically a free water bucket that is not completely free but still 100 times better than collecting iron from zombies piece by piece. And you may ask a question, how am I going to trade with him without emeralds? And how am I going to get emeralds if I do not have the required item in the first place? Well, that problem is solved by the witches. You see, they have a higher chance of dropping glass bottles, potions, and water bottles compared to trying to get milk from wandering traders. He only buys 6 kinds of items, and water bottles are one of them. And it is also the easiest item to obtain from this world. You also must be careful when dying because you might lose your important items since you do not have a chest to store it. But that can be solved if you make a bundle. It only takes 1 piece of string and 1 piece of leather, and you do not even need a crafting table to make it. The problem is you cannot stack the unstackable items like tools or armor are going to stay there in your inventory. There is a quiet problem that is approaching. That is, I have no bed. Meaning, sooner or later, I am going to deal with a lot of phantoms every night, which is only going to make my challenge even harder. I think I have yapped enough, and this is the end of the script. So all of these are unscripted. But no, I will still describe to you the things that happen. So you see, I'm digging at dirt and dirt and dirt and swimming in the ocean or waters. What do you call this? And it is 90 meters deep, guys. Every time you go down and you go up, you risk dying because it is 90 meters deep and you lose like 8 hearts. Like 80% of your health are going to be reduced and you may risk dying. Or you might actually die a lot of times. Oh, there's a water sound effect that is played every time you respawn after dying underwater. Even if you do not die in drowning, they just effect every time you respawn. And now I have unlocked the fermented spider eye recipe, and the wandering traders buy that too. But that was my first plan of this because I can get a lot of spider eye from spiders and I turn it into fermented spider eye. But spider eye requires mushroom and sugar to craft. I thought I could get the complete recipe completely because I can get sugar from witches, but I don't have mushrooms. There's no mobs that drop mushrooms except the mushroom. Trading with the wandering trader is the only way for me to get mushrooms. In this world, I have to set my spawn radius to 1 or 0 so I could spawn above the waters and I will not have to swim again and again. I really think it is time for me to remove this spawning platform. It doesn't even work. Maybe I just build the classic style. The painful part is I have to remove it again by hand. So after collecting a large amount of dirt from underground, I finally built the base of the classic mob farm style. And it is purely dirt, means Enderman can take it out piece by piece. Well, that was pretty tedious. I was chased by a lot of mobs and probably died a lot of times, but I think it is worth it. And to let you know, I died right there. As I was doing this pointless grind, I got so bored that it forces me to think about my life. Then I realized that I was lonely. I was all alone. I have no friends, I have no love life, no social life, no life. Oh, what kind of life is this? I've spent a huge time of my lifespan playing games that it even make me more disconnected with people. I tried to be more confident, I tried to be more approachable, I tried to talk with people, but there is just a gap that I cannot bridge. It just feels like other people are on the other side of the cliff. They try their hardest to communicate with me, to socialize with me. They try to get close with me, but they just cannot understand me. I can't understand them too. I tried to socialize with them too, but it's just we can't get one another. We can't understand. I can't understand people and people can't understand me. So I ended up being lonely. They can't understand me and I can't understand them. Unless I bridge this gap, I will always be empty. I have always been unheard. People talk over me, people ignore me, people don't listen to me. I have a sad backstory now. Maybe I can start my villain arc. Yay. That is the saddest yay ever. Anyway. So I searched to Wikipedia how to make the Wandering Trader spawn quickly. So I made a very huge platform that is 100 by 100 meters wide. Because if I remembered it correctly, the Wandering Trader will try to spawn within 48 blocks of radius within the player. So 48 plus 48 and I add additional blocks in case I move around. So I made it to 100 by 100 platform. And so if you are wondering why I dig up until the gravel falls, let me explain. Because mobs can spawn in empty places and that is very annoying. Every time you came back to your cave, there are monsters. And now guys, look, the first wood of the century, finally here. I also bought a sugarcane because if I wanted to make a spider eye, I can get free sugar. Oops, I also forgot I need mushrooms. But anyway, here's my day in the life as a Superflat survivor. I mine, I kill, I mine and kill, I mine and kill, and mine and kill, and repeat the process all together. I got my first piece of wood for a long time, but it is only 8 pieces of log, and I have to use it carefully because it is very limited. Isn't it crazy that the Wandering Trader is the only one that can help me? Yet I have to kill him every time just to reset the trades. Isn't that unfortunate? I've already spent 1/4 of the 200 days, yet I still have no iron. I still have no sapling. Am I not working hard enough? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Am I really this impatient or incompetent? So since the wood source is very limited, I'm not gonna use it to cook something if it's not a campfire. Why do I sound gay? I just feel that there is something wrong. There's something wrong that I've done because I did something wrong. I spent all the wood and I did not make a bed. But at least I got a fishing rod. Duh. And I did really sound gay. And that is a problem. Maybe this is the reason people call me ma'am. Well, the design is very human. You can Japanese by holding your D. Sorry, I phrased that incorrectly. If I've only been patient and did not spend my emeralds, I could have bought this oak sapling. Oh my goodness. So that's it guys, patience is very important. So I was playing Minecraft at school on my iPad and my crush saw me and she wanted to join in too. So I was so happy at that time, of course who wouldn't be. I said that this world is all water and in survival mode, but she joined anyway. Maybe she is curious or just wanted to play with me, you know. Or maybe I am just imagining things that doesn't exist. Anyway, I could say, thank you Minecraft, thank you very much. Now I have a reason to talk to my crush. I could play together with my crush. I really thought I could take our relationships further with my crush, but she just friends on me anyway. It is so depressing. Plus this miserable challenge that I am doing, now I just feel more lonelier than ever. Oh boy, I wanted to end our friendship, but I can't. She is one of my group mates for the whole semester. I can't just do that. Or am I just pathetic? And you may ask, how did she friendzone me? It is simple. She called me bro. That is a very clear sign. I am just a bro to her. I'm just a random dude. I'm not someone she can fall in love to. And I can't change that. So let's go back to the mission. We still don't have the sapling. And the thing that we should focus on is building a spawning platform so that there's a higher chance that wandering trader can spawn, and also the witches so that we can grab some battles from her. And she died even though I gave her a sword, but anyway. Well, it's gonna be very annoying without a weapon now. And now she just kept dying in this world. I find it funny at that moment, but I feel bad now. So I gave her a fishing rod so that she has something to do instead of fighting mobs with their bare hands. And she still fights mobs. Phantoms, phantoms, phantoms. They are sure very annoying. But let's see what this guy has to offer. There's a water bucket, but I can't get it. Why do I keep seeing something that I can't get, like my crush? And I still did not get the milk bucket too. Is getting his milk really that hard? Am I playing this in the wrong way? Maybe we'll see. Should I prioritize building over killing, or should I prioritize killing over building? I have to be waiting and grinding at the same time. I got this super powerful fishing rod. And still, I have nothing to trade with this trader, and he leaves me no choice. It was sure pretty annoying considering the time that I was waiting, the amount of time that I spent, and still nothing. The only thing that is certain is the outcome will always be uncertain. I mean, look at the days that I've spent. Can you still call it worth it? I know that I made a lot of mistakes too, that I build, I dig, instead of killing mobs and getting resources, because I was terrified. I tried to play it safe, but it only worsens the outcome. That trader has a moss block, but I can't buy it because I can't afford. And here we go again, waiting for another trader. And this is halfway through the video. Maybe I will not make it. But you saw the thumbnail, don't you? Why would I post something that failed? Oh, phantoms, phantoms, phantoms. If they are real, I'm gonna eat them. They are so lucky they are not in real life. I think I'm gonna hate phantoms forever. If I only have enough emerald or did not spend all my emeralds in one go, I could have that podzol and let it grow in my land. But again, I am impatient. I've seen that my builds are pretty ugly, so I have to remove it. I also have to continue building the spawning platform for the wandering trader, but I ran out of dirt immediately. So I instead make a potato farm and a wheat farm so that I can trade with the wandering trader, because the trader buys 4 pieces of cooked potato and a hay bale. So it's done and it's time for planting. Of course, I got bored and mined some dirt instead, but I have a torch so that the mobs do not spawn and I will be safe. But still, I have to save my torch, so I let the gravel sink in. Anyway, the pale moss carpet is a very interesting carpet. Sorry guys, I don't have a real-time reaction because at the time that I'm recording, I don't have a mic. Anyway, this is a good way to use bridging in building. I learned this from my experience in playing Bed Wars and I hate that experience. I hate it. And my house is very islandish. Well, whatever it is, cool. Well, in my country, we have a lot of islands, like more than 700 or 7,000 islands or something. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. The wandering trader needs food and water because he travels a lot. It must be thirsty and starving. Now that I have a source of mushroom, I can finally make my fermented spider eye. And the trader even approves. He said, "Yes, sir. I've been building and digging since day one, and it's very boring." I know now why he needs a fermented spider eye, because he needs to go invisible. Let's bully this tall black guy. Well, that was unexpected. And there's a trader in here. I'm gonna trade with him. Yeah. Cherry blossom. Oh yeah! I literally dance when I see this. And we have saplings now, we have an infinite source of wood, oh yeah. I've waited for 121 days just to get this sapling in my hand. Now I have wood, oh yeah. Does it mean I can build everything that I want? A pirate ship, a house, and a very huge farm. And the mob grinder can finally be done. But I don't have a bucket yet, so the challenge is not done. Na 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 na. Now that I have a mangrove, I'm gonna build my pirate ship with it. And now my mob farm is finally getting finished. And now this challenge is getting more productive now. Another wood type, but the wood that I don't like. I still need a bucket, but the time is not enough. Not enough. So having a wood source, I can build whatever I want. There's an infinite possibility that you can build just by having a wood source. And it is very convenient. I googled what is the maximum height for the mob farm, and the Google says it is up to 8 to 10 layers, so I'm making it 8 layers. But I don't have water yet, so I make a mob farm to obtain a water bucket. But you need a water bucket to make a mob farm. Wow. Imagine building an 8-layer mob farm and it turns out that it doesn't work. That would suck. I should have tested it in creative before doing it in this challenge. For 137 days, I built a farm and a mob farm. So what else do I need to make? A bigger farm. I actually do not need a super huge wheat farm for food, but I need it for building because I need a lot of mud blocks. And it is because I do not have much time left and I still need to collect 3 pieces of iron for a bucket. 143 days. Now I have my iron. First iron of the challenge, by the way. And for building purposes, I'm gonna mine some dirt again. In this world, I don't have much variety of blocks. What do you have to offer, trader? And this is my mud farm. The mud blocks are actually pretty cool kind of blocks. Got some mango tree again and again for my pirate ship. Let's have some music. Dun 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 It's pretty it's really exhausting to sing like that. It's done. And now, I'm officially a pirate. I'm gonna find the One Piece. No, it's actually 3-piece. 3-piece of iron. I'm gonna be a pirate like Luffy. No, but Luffy has adventures and I have nothing. It is all water. But at least I can swim. Nah, at this point, I am just coping. Let him cope. Let him cope. Let him cope. Now I just need crew members. And I'm gonna be their captain. Well, that sounds very weird. I just built this pirate ship in through my muscle memory. So I was building this pirate ship in Minecraft on my other world. I took a screenshot of it and posted it as my story on Facebook. And a random girl replied to my story that I shared, and she said she wanted to be friends with me in Minecraft. That same night, I invited her to my world and showcased my builds. So it turns out that she was actually one of my classmates, and we have a 10 a.m. class tomorrow, so she has to log off early. So I was playing again at school, but this time it was different. My crush saw me and she's the one who invited me to play Minecraft. She looked at me and said, "Minecraft," while smiling. And she even told me to sit next to her. Oh my god! The insides of me are jumping with excitement. So we played together at the class. She was on mobile phone and I was on iPad. And we built things together. I was so happy and the things were going smoothly. And then I remembered. She friendzoned me. And I was sad again. Oh boy. I know it's already the day 200 and I'm still obsessed with my crush. I'm such a hopeless romantic. Why did I do this to myself? And why she still gives me attention? Why she still greets me? Why did she appear like I have a chance with her? She's the one who built this house. And she never played with me again. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's better for her to ignore me and withdraw with our relationship as a friend. Just forget me and ignore me already. So that I don't suffer anymore. I don't want to see a false hope. I don't want to see something that appears to be obtainable but are actually not. I spent 200 days trying to collect iron for a water bucket. Trying to obtain a water bucket. And in the end, I still did not obtain it. Just like my crush.